Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday, December 9th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete. And we're live, as always, on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another epic episode. Large slate on the tap tonight on the ice. 10 games, to be exact. So we have a lot to talk about this afternoon as I go, of course, recapping last night's NHL. Again, another positive evening. Also, NFL DFS. Steelers, Vikings tonight. Of course, like I said, I always have a good optimal lineup for you guys on FanDuel. So we'll talk about that as well on today's episode. But this show, as always, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Of course, sports are here. Sports are back. Everything that we wanted to have, obviously, nowadays. And what better way? So we're cashing out large and going to BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce, 12OZ, and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Once again, BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce, 12OZ. They'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. Those out there that are tuning in, welcome on board as well. Huge episode on tap, like I said. Free app. Zingo is a free app. Download it, ZINGO-TV, create an account, and then flip over to channel 761. That's 761. We'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays, and of course this gorgeous face that everyone loves to see Tuesday through Thursday on 12 o'clock on 12 Ounce Sports on Twitter and Zingo TV. I mean, what better way to start your afternoons heading into the weekend. Another weekend. It's crazy. Also, Amazon.com. 12 Ounce Sports has a website with them as well. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports store, where you can check out a lot of people in the show have their own apparel, including myself, Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete, of course. Check it out. Get your Pete's Power Plays hoodies, t-shirts, tanks, sweatshirts, hoodies, like I said, anything you name it. And I also dropped some King of the Ice apparel as well, which have been pretty much solid commodities as well. So I make sure you check that out. And there we go. Simple as that. So last night, real quick recap of December 8th. We are rolling through. We are honestly rolling through the December month already. It's absolutely crazy. New Year's is like basically 4 weeks away. It's unbelievable. My sister's getting married at the end of the month, and Christmas it's crazy. Christmas is already here, a couple weeks away. It's really unbelievable. So, but last night we go 4-3 with a plus 1.05 overall unit one. Another positive card, another positive evening. All right, so that's what we like to see here. Flyers, Devils, first period over 1.5. That loss, you had about 20 shots on goal combined in the first period, and you couldn't manage to get 2 goals. Disappointing to say the least. Flyers are an automatic fade right now. Don't even take them anymore. It's tough. It's tough as a Flyers fan to even recognize how bad they are doing. It's just bad. It's brutal. It's been brutal. Tough season, of course. And, they're automatic fade from here on out. You can't trust them at this point. You really can't. That's why, it's just tough. I thought maybe last night they would have beaten Jersey, but they got shut out against the Devils. I mean, it's kind of tough to do against New Jersey. But first period over, loses. Avalanche, however, the Avs treated us pretty damn well last night. Avs Rangers over 6, that cashed out, no problem. Avs in regulation, that cashed out, no problem. Avs Rangers first period over, another no problem, easy peasy winner as well. Clients also had the Avs -1 at plus 100, that cashed out for them, no problem. And then the other two losers, the Dirty Dog parlay at plus 1,000 for a half unit. That loss, of course, Canucks were the only team to win out of those 3 teams. Stars, of course, came up short, and of course the Flyers got smoked. So that was a tough one. But hey, at those odds, at plus 1,000 for a half unit, why not sprinkle a little bit of little lunch money on that? It's worth a shot. And the Flyers Devils over 6, that lost as well. So 4-3 on the night with a plus 1.05 overall units. Like I said, my NHL season right now is 217 wins, 220 losses, and 6 pushes, minus 19.1 overall units. So again, we're still flirting between that under 20 mark overall units so far. So let's keep fighting back. A huge card tonight, trying to gain some ground to get back to even at some point. So it's been good. It's been good. All right, like I said, we were down over 40 units, early November, and the last month has treated us pretty good. I should say probably in the last 25, basically in the past 3.5 weeks, almost 4 weeks now. Like most of the cards have been on the plus side. To be exact, now 18 of the last 25. 18 of the last 25 NHL cards have been on the plus side. So pretty solid. That's why we're getting back to close enough to where we should be. But still a lot of work to do, a lot of grind to do. So it's all good. That's how it is. That's what we gotta do. Just fight back and do what we usually do. So, but that's how it is. And let's get this settled here. All right, good. All right, so that's last night's recap. 4-3 plus 1.05 units. 18 of the last 25 cards on the plus side, like I said. Now, with that being said, I'm going to switch gears now to tonight's NFL DFS. Vikings, Steelers. All right, they're in Minnesota. Minnesota's -3. I like the Vikings here on the money line. I know there's no Adam Thielen tonight. That's a big loss for the Vikings in the pass game. However, Madison should take care of business on the run, and of course, cue up Justin Jefferson. I mean, it's just it's pretty obvious. I mean, he should get a bulk of the passes tonight, and just go from there. Just absolutely go for there. D.D. Westbrook, I believe, is the receiver 3 for the Vikings, so maybe expect him to be a little bit of a pass catcher tonight as well, but not as much as Jefferson. Cue up Jefferson, like I said on yesterday's show, and we'll be ready to rock and roll there. Okay. All right, let's do this real fast. All right, so like I said yesterday, all these lineups are always subject to change. I always talk about that. I always say that on every Thursday night on every Thursday night football game that I have. Always subject to change with the lineups. So I had Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, and Justin Jefferson yesterday. Of course, add them in there, but I made a couple optimized lineups for you guys already. And for MVP, I'm starting out with Kirk Cousins. All right, that should be a good spot. I know. Like I said, it's tough. It's like I said, it's tough. It is tough to have these two quarterbacks face off against each other. But Cousins has been on a tear as of late, and the Vikings are fighting for a wild card spot. So I think Cousins should have a couple touchdown passes here tonight. I like him in the MVP spot. Him or Justin Jefferson, either or. But if you want to play it safe, take the quarterback. They give you more points. So I'm going to take Kirk Cousins here as my MVP, and then of course Justin Jefferson leads the way in my flex. I'm going to go with Alexander Madison as well for our running back situation there. Chase Claypool, I like as well. That's who I have in consideration. I know I said Deontay Johnson, but you gotta mix and match a little bit when you come to these FanDuel lineups. So I will, like I said, I do a couple write-ups, I do a couple lineups as is. So Chase Claypool, and then Tyler Conklin, the tight end from Minnesota. He's been doing pretty solid as well. So I would consider putting him in most lineups here. But like I said, subject to change here. Clients will get their lineups later on. But for the most part here, Cousins as MVP, then roll with Justin Jefferson, Alexander Madison, Tyler Conklin, and Chase Claypool. Right now, that's my optimized lineup. If I have some time tonight, of course, with the holiday season, things are busy. I usually just tweet out my hockey plays, and then my clients get their hockey plays. So, it's just a lot going on. Between finally last weekend, we finally finished up decorating the house, and getting all last minute stuff taken care of. We got to start wrapping now. So, It's busy. It's busy in the Tucci household. It really is, and especially with an almost 8-month-old all over the place. It's times are busy right now. But I do the best I can to get everything out for you guys, and this is why I do the show. This is why I do the show, to get it out nice and early for you guys. And there you go. So there's the optimized FanDuel lineup for tonight. The showdown between the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Minnesota Vikings. And once again, I'm on the Vikings here on the money line. Another -2.5, -3, but I like the Vikings here to basically take care of business. They should win here tonight. The over-runner's at 44. I see some points too. Both past defenses haven't been that great so far this season at all, if that. So I like the over 44 in this game, though I know Thursday night football games are very sloppy. But give me the over 44 in this game, and the Minnesota Vikings money line for tonight. So that's how I stand. And on that note, give me a 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, tonight's 10-game NHL card. Let's get ready to rock and roll into this Thursday evening, Thirsty Thursday edition of Pete's Power Plays. And give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-ounce sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120Z and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Thursday, December 9th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, and I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12-ounce sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Like I said, thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. This show is always sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761. Don't forget to check that out. Sign up with an account today. Use the promo code 12ounce there as well, 120Z. And then tune in to channel 761. That's 761, where basically you'll be checking out today's episode. Simple as that. So there you go, 12ounce as a promo code there. And BetUS, don't forget to sign up with them today. They'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Okay, now we have a big time 10-game NHL card here tonight, and that's what everyone's waiting here for. So let's do it. 12-14 out in the East, 9-14 out in the West. Let's rock and roll. Last half of the show here. Let's start it off with the Tampa Bay Lightning at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Over/under is set at 5.5 right now. It was at 6, down to 5.5. Toronto -125 on the money line -135 on the money line right now. They did open up at -125. Now they're at -135 on the money line at home. Tampa +115 on the money line. Over/under, like I said, is at 5.5. Toronto 11-3-1 at home this year. 5-10 in the last 15 covering the puck line, and 6-4 in the last 10 with the overs. Tampa 8-2-1 on the road. You have a superior home team against a superior road team tonight. This is gonna be a great game. Thursday night edition, Thursday, 7 o'clock. What a great way to start tonight's card. Tampa is 6-6 on the road in their last 12, covering the puck line, and then 6-4 as well in their last 10 with the overs. I like the over 5.5 in this game. You have two great offenses right now And who can score? They both can score. At 5.5, live at 5.5 right now, I would absolutely take the over 5.5. That's a no-brainer for me. I start to see some goals here tonight, which should be a fun, explosive game. But it's going to go back to 6. It will go back to 6 at some point. But right now at 5.5, I'm taking the over 5.5 between these two. And I like Toronto here on the money line as well at minus 135. They're a great home team. Don't get me wrong. No disrespect to the Bolts at all. But I do like how the Leafs have been playing too. I mean, they're a great home team. And this is going to be a fun game to watch, like I said. So give me Toronto money line minus 135 and the over 5.5 between the Bolts and the Leafs. There's also a pick'em. It's basically a 50-50 swaying money-wise. All right, so it's like 55% of the money going towards Toronto, 45% of the money going towards the Bolts there. So, like I said, it's going to be a back-and-forth sort of game in terms of money and the movement of where the bettors are taking everything. So there you have it. They're up there in Toronto. All right, so moving on. Chicago at the Montreal Canadiens. Over-under here is at 5.5. Chicago minus 135 on the money line. Montreal plus 115 as a home dog. Not a lot of movement here. Montreal, this is about 55% of the money is going towards Montreal here at home as a plus 115 dog. So, again, this is another tough game to basically pick a side on because obviously a little bit of money is going towards Montreal. But to me, this is more of a pick'em game. Montreal's 4-9-1 at home. 5-9 in their last 14 covering the puck line, and 5-5 in their last 10 with the overs. Chicago comes in 4-8-1 on the road, 7-6, however, on the road covering the puck line in their last 13, and then 5-5 in their last 10 with the overs. Well, they got smoked by the Rangers. They get the night off, and then they go to Montreal. Okay, if Fleury does get the nod tonight, does he get his 500th? We'll see what happens. I mean, what better way to get it than against the Montreal team, who's been absolutely terrible this season? I think Chicago bounces back, sour taste in their mouth against the Rangers, and of course giving up 6 goals. That was a brutal game there for the Blackhawks, and I think they bounce back tonight. Minus 135 on the money line, I like that, and I expect Chicago to win this game here tonight as well. As far as the over-under, I like the under 5.5. That's how I'm leaning towards. I think Fleury, if he does get the nod, will have a much better game than, of course, the other night. So, all in all, give me the under 5.5, Habs, Hawks, and the Hawks on the money line at minus 135. All right, Anaheim Ducks at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Over-under is set at 5.5. Once again, Columbus, another great home team, 9-3 at home this year. This is a pick'em game too, minus 110 across the board for each team here. However, 55% of the money is going towards the Blue Jackets here tonight at home. So a little bit of money going that way. Jackets are 9-3 at home, phenomenal home team this year. 9-3 as well, covering the puck line at home, and 6-4 in their last 10 with the overs. Ducks come in 5-4-1 on the road, 10-2. Again, 10-2 covering the puck line. They're a phenomenal road puck line cover team as well. So that's just how it is. And then 6-4 as well in their last 10 with the overs. 5.5. I like the over here. Both teams have been scoring. Of course, we didn't get it last time with the Ducks and Sabres, but Columbus has been getting there. I really do. So that's what I'm doing. Give me the over 5.5. Ducks, Jackets. That's why I like the first. I like the full game over 5.5 here, and give me the Jackets here. Give me the Jackets here on the money line. At minus 110, it's small. This is a tough game. It's definitely a tough game to cap. Ducks come in hot, and Jackets finally coming back home, playing. Like I said, they're a very good home team. So I do like the Jackets here to win this game. And like I said, the over 5.5. That's why I like as well between the Ducks and the Jackets. All right, Nashville Predators at the New York Islanders. Over-unders at 5.5. Another pick'em game. Both teams also getting respect, 50% each way across the board in terms of movement, trends, where the bettors are taken. This is as close as it can be. This is a coin toss. This is an absolute coin toss of a game. Islanders, will they get their first home game this season? 0-4-1 at home, 1-5 at home, covering the puck line in their last 6. And 4-6 in the last 10 with the overs. Nashville comes in 6-5-1 on the road, 7-5 on the road in their last 12, covering the puck line, and 7-3 in their last 10 with the overs. Islanders at home. All right, it's time. I think it's absolutely time that the Islanders get a home game. They get a home win. Get a home win for the crowd. And they played great last time. They had a great win the other night. I mean, absolute annihilation. It was overdue. It was long overdue. The Islanders. So finally they're getting healthier, and I know it's been one game that they won I think they continue the momentum. They come home, chip on their shoulder, get their first win at home for the fans. Why not? Do it. So I'm on the Islanders here on the money line at -110. I like the Isles tonight, and I like the under 5.5 as well between Nashville and New York. All right. Don't let me down, Isles. Don't let me down, Isles. Really, I'm taking you guys because I feel like you have a good chip on your shoulder. You need a win. You're at home. Got to get your first home game a W. You really do. So Isles. I'm taking the Isles here and the under 5.5. All right. The last half of the segment we have Detroit at the St. Louis Blues. Over-unders at 6. St. Louis -170 on the money line, and Detroit +155 on the money line. Again, over-unders here is at 6. St. Louis, 85% of the money. All right, so we all know basically where the money is going. 85% of the money is going towards the Blues here at that spot. So it's it's tough. It's another game where a lot of money is riding high on the home team, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. 15% of the money is going towards Detroit there as a +155 dog. St. Louis is 8-3-1 at home this year, 7-5 covering the puck line, and 6-3-1 with the overs. Detroit 4-7-1 on the road, 4-8 on the road covering the puck line, and 6-3-1 as well with the overs. I like the over 6 right off the bat between these two. I think we're going to see some goals. I do. I like that. Bennington, if he gets the nod, of course, he does not play extremely well at home. He doesn't give up more goals at home, so that's why I'm on the over in this game. Detroit, because that could absolutely surprise this team here tonight. They can. But, St. Louis is a team that I feel like should take care of business, should win this game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. I could see a 4-3 Blues win. I could see overtime. I could see a 3-3 game going to OT and the Blues winning it somehow. But I like the Blues here in regulation. That's just how I feel. Like I said, I know I did say 3-3, but this could be a close game. This could absolutely be a close game. So Blues and reg, I like. If you don't like the Blues and reg, take the Blues -1. Like I said, they do go overtime and they win 4-3. You at least push that play. But I'm more on the over in this game than anything else. So give me the over 6 and give me the Blues. Give me the Blues -1. I'm not dropping -170, -175 on the money line for this team. So Blues and the over 6 there tonight as they play the Red Wings. All right. The Carolina Hurricanes at the Calgary Flames. Over-under set at 5.5. Calgary comes in -130 on the money line at home. Carolina +120 on the money line. Small dogs. Calgary 4-2-3 at home this year. 3-6 at home covering the puck line. And 5-5 in their last 10 with the overs. Carolina comes in with another fantastic road team. 10-3-1 on the road. 10-3-1 on the road this year. 7-7 on the road covering the puck line. And 3-5-2 in their last 10 with the overs. I like the under 5.5 in this game right off the bat. And give me the Hurricanes. Give me the Hurricanes here on the money line as well. +120 for a great road team playing against a subpar Calgary home team as well. I mean, like I said, Calgary's 4-2-3 at home this year. It's par. It's subpar. It's decent, but Carolina here 10-3-1 on the road, and as a dog, give me the Hurricanes here money line +120. And I like the under 5.5 in this game. I honestly do. I think we'll get a good tight matchup here tonight, and Carolina prevails in Calgary. That's how I feel. All right, we got about 5 minutes left. 4 games to cover. Let's rock and roll. Boston, Edmonton, over-under set at 6. Edmonton -125 on the money line. 75% of the money is heading towards Edmonton as well. I'm not surprised. Will they turn the leaf over? Will they get a win finally? We'll see. They're 9-3 at home this year. 5-7 at home in their last 12 covering the puck line, and 5-4-1 in their last 10 with the overs. Boston lost a heartbreaker to the Vancouver Canucks. Of course, that was they played extra hockey. They did play extra hockey last night as well. So you got Boston coming in on a back-to-back, tired legs, overtime sort of game. Boston's +105 on the money line, 5-4-1 on the road, 5-5 on the road in the last 10 covering the puck line, and 4-6 in the last 10 with the over 10 spot. I want to ride Edmonton once again. I like the Edmonton here on the money line, small money line at -125. But my more heavier play is definitely on the over 5.5 or 6. Some books you have to shop around. Some books are at 5.5 right now at -140. Little juicy for my liking, but I will take the over 6 here. That's where I'm leaning towards. I feel like we'll get some goals. Edmonton only scored 1 goal against Minnesota the other night. That's not them. I expect them to score at least a few more than one goal the other night. I could easily say. So that's how I'm feeling there. So give me the Edmonton Oilers here on the money line, small -125, and give me the over 6 between Boston and Edmonton. Okay, Winnipeg at the Seattle Kraken, over/under is set at 6. Again, some books are also at 5.5 at -125, -130-ish. Depends where you go. I like the over 5.5 and over 6, but here we go. Pick'em game. This is another pick'em spot here for the Kraken. I mean, like I said, I'm fading the Kraken. I have been. It's tough. It's tough to take them. I'm 1-1 betting them this year, and I just can't find myself taking this team for the rest of the season. Just can't do it. But Winnipeg, Seattle, it looks like 70% of the money is on Winnipeg at -115. Seattle's -105 and getting 30% of the money. So obviously everyone taking Winnipeg for the most part at 70% there. Over-unders at 6. Seattle 6-7 at home. 6-7 as well, covering the puck line, and 7-3 with their last 10 with the overs. Winnipeg comes in 3-5-2 on the road, 4-7 on the road, covering the puck line, and 4-5-1 in their last 10 with the overs. I like the over. Again, I want to keep riding these overs with the Kraken. They've been taking good care of us this season, the Kraken, in terms of overs for the most part. That's more of my lean for tonight. I like the over 5.5 at -125. I will take that. I will bite the juice. The over 6 is at -105-ish. But yeah, I mean, I expect to see 6 goals be put up in this game. I really do. I like the over 5.5. I like the over 6 right off the bat. And give me Winnipeg Jets here on the money line at -115. They are the better team. As much as Seattle has been playing decent as of late, I just can't trust them right now. I just can't. So give me Jets and give me the over between Winnipeg and Seattle. All right, Dallas versus LA. Over/under is at that famous number 5. LA +100 on the money line. Some books are still at +110. Shop around. I'm seeing +115 still, but that number is going to go down. LA opened up at +120. Now they're down to +105, +110. If you can still get them at plus odds, take it. I love the Kings here in this spot. Dallas -120. Back to back once again, coming back from Vegas where they play LA now in LA. So I mean, it's going to be a tough spot for Dallas. Over/under, like I said, is at 5. 50-50. Like I said, 50% of the money is going each way here. So this is another game that's basically a pick 'em for the most part, but you're getting better odds if you were to take the Kings. Kings are 6-1 at home this year, 8-6 at home covering the puck line, and 4-5-1 in the last 10 with the overs. Dallas 4-6 on the road, 5-6 on the road in their last 11, covering the puck line, and 3-7 in their last 10. With the over spot. So like I said, I mean, you're getting 5. All right, I love taking 5s regardless of who's playing. Just hope for a push. Really, you get a 2-2 game, you get a push. So give me the over 5 right off the bat in this game. Philly Pete loves those 5 spots, so I'm on the 5 right away. And give me the LA Kings here at +105, +110, wherever you may have it. Listen, it's going to move. All right, it's either going to be at +100 to as much as +115. That's how I'm feeling. That's where it's basically the radius of the Kings tonight. If you want that plus money, but that's where I'm liking it. Give me Kings anywhere between +100 to +115 on the money line. I like them to win, and I like the over 5. I mean, again, if you're going to give me a 5, I'm taking it regardless who's playing. So there you go. And last but not least, Minnesota Wild at the San Jose Sharks. Over/under at 6. Minnesota 70% of the money going there at -145. Sharks +125 as a home dog, basically for the most part. San Jose 6-4 at home, 5-6 covering the puck line at home, and 4-6 in the last 10. Minnesota comes in red hot, 8-4 on the road this year, 7-6 on the road covering the puck line, and 8-2 with the overs in the last 10. I'm on the over 5.5 or 6. Again, depends on what number you have. I love the over tonight, regardless of what you have. 5.5 or 6. Give me the over. Give me the first period over here as well. And I like Minnesota Wild here on the money line at -145. The puck line is, I believe, +130-ish, maybe even more, probably like +160-ish. I don't have the number in front of me, but I like Minnesota tonight. They should take care of business against San Jose. Heavier lean on this game is the over, of course, too. So give me Minnesota money line and the over between San Jose and Minnesota. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of time. Hope you had a great time. Big slate for tonight. Enjoy the games, and I'll be back Tuesday. Same time, same place. talk to you guys then. Have a great weekend.